Cool, man. Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be reacting to more music, yes, and of course we're going to be reacting to more Gear Strive. And this week we are going to be looking at the Hourglass, which is Sinkiske's theme, if I pronounce that rightly. Loving this soundtrack so far, as you know, so this will be quite an interesting one to get into. I'm not really sure what to expect, as I have no idea what this character is or is about, but that is the fun of doing this. So if you're new here, we're going to listen to this all the way through without stopping and then go over it again afterwards and break things down, so because this is a blind reaction to it. But before we do that, please do like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel as well, so you can be here for every time I upload one of these videos and be here for all of the Guilty Gear content that I've been doing recently. Please leave a comment as well for any sort of suggestions of songs and stuff you want us to look at in the future. I'll be more than happy to go through all of that for you and add those to the channel. Lastly, if you look in the description below, there'll be a link to my Twitch stream. If you want to see me play through some games live, please do follow me there as well. Trying to make these intros a bit quicker, but yes, having said all of that, let's dive straight into the reaction. Not really sure what to expect with this character, don't know anything about this character, so I will be going and doing a lot of interpreting from what the music and what I'm seeing visually on screen. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out, really. But yes, having said all of that, let's get into the reaction then. And I'm going to be writing some notes as well, of course, as always. So let's get into the Hourglass Sinkiske's theme. I hope I'm saying that right. From Gear Strive. In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. Okay, no, yeah. Really nice. That's so nice.
No much I don't understand.
Oh, that's really, really nice.
There are only few words I learned to say, but I don't care. I don't care. Above is the sky and below is the ground. My heart is here. I had a reason to cry.
Really nice guitar.
I had a reason to be angry, but I don't care. I don't care. The hourglass does not turn upside down. On its own, I'm looking ahead. It will work out. Just go with what I feel.
That's cool, man.
If only I could keep running.
That guitar riff is mad, man. Mad.
They say it's all about gold and future. I'm not that laughing show my life yet,
But I don't care, I don't care. Sometimes I don't think so. Yes, I know. That's why I never stop.
Lovely.
What will be, will be. The hourglass does not turn upside down. On its own, the much I don't know. It will work out. Just go with what I feel, yeah.
That's so... Oh, that's crazy, man.
Let's make failure my friend. Still fight once my enemy all feels good. I can't explain it, but I hope you get the idea.
We're gonna have a guitar solo. Stop there. Okay. There's a lot there to speak about. Yes, there is a lot there to speak about. I would say in terms of let's skip it back because we're obviously going to watch this again. In terms of how of other Guilty Gear songs that we've seen, this is probably more. What's the phrase to look for? The thing is, yes, we've listened to other Guilty Gear songs before, and those songs have been incredibly unpredictable. This is less so, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. As I've said before, you can't have every song go from heavy metal to jazz fusion to classical, because it just gets a bit too much. And I think it's quite nice to have just a solid kind of rock / metal, very classical kind of 80s. So many motifs around the 80s rock, and a lot. This is probably, I think, maybe the song that showcases the guitar the most. I know there's obviously very, very good guitar, but there's so much like techniques and variety from the guitarist played throughout this that was really, really cool and really, really nice to watch. So let's get into it again, and let's stop and start and talk about some stuff. Let's go. So we were building up kind of a pace already to the start of the song with this incredibly fast guitar riff, and with the chords, the power chords underneath it, which are being held and let ring. That's kind of what's building the tension and the drama for us. While we have this really really fast kind of guitar riff, and it really reminds me of like classic arcade fighting games where you would hear definitely riffs like this. It's like, okay, we're going to start the fight now, and this is obviously, it's an arcade fighting game, so it makes a lot of sense to have a riff that sounds a lot like that.
I know, understand. There only few.
So what I like is again it's so 80s because it's like it's bands that had several guitarists in it, so you can do multiple things. Now, if this is all being done by one guitarist at once, they are an alien, and they should have an incredible career, or they should be world famous if that's the case. But I don't see how that could be. But what I like is that we're going from these drawn out chords into this really, really fast, or kind of really dirty and gritty riff that really gets us kind of like stuck in. And then when we come out of that, this is really kind of nice and open, kind of just, you can hear the guitars just kind of playing through the chord, not strumming the chord, playing the individual notes of the chord, which is kind of giving the vocalist room to be heard. You can, I mean, you could have vocals over the really overdriven, like gritty guitar, but you'd have to attack it in a completely different way, and that might not suit this character. That kind of anger and the kind of grit and the roar that you would have to sing over or sing over that kind of music. So to have that open up and to have then you can attack it in a different way, or you can go at it in a different way. So let's keep going.
Words I learned to say, but I don't care, I don't care. Above is the sky and below is the ground. My heart is here. I had a reason to cry. I had
And it's just riffs like that. It's like a terrible example of how that sounded, but it's because of the way that's picked. It is just a descent of a scale, right? It's nothing like crazy, but because of the tone on it and how it's played, and it's played really fast, and it's just a really nice little thing to have underneath the song, and it keeps it moving, right? You could, if you took that away, this and those little riffs underneath it, the song will still work, absolutely. The song will still work absolutely fine, but you wouldn't have this feel of movement and constant, like the pace of the song would go a bit, even though the tempo and rhythm is being kept on by bass and the drums. Those little things just keep it moving, keep it fluid. And I feel like this character is kind of like a character that's quite mobile and tenacious. That's the word I'm looking for. The character is quite tenacious in how they are. They're like always going, always trying, never quitting kind of thing. Is kind of what I'm getting.
a reason to be angry, but I don't care, I don't care. The hourglass does not turn upside down on its own. I'm looking ahead, it will work out. Just go with what I feel, yeah. It will work out. If only I could keep running.
Okay, this is a really cool chorus, and it is just kind of like a very, very classic hair metal 80s kind of chorus. Hands in the air, everyone's kind of singing with it. It's Bon Jovi-esque in a way. What makes this song different? And that's why I said at the start is that this is a showcase of the guitar in this song. We've seen so much of it because you have that kind of legato kind of going up and down. Again, terrible example of how to voice it, but and as I said before, you can take that away and you've got an absolute, cut your teeth 80s metal or 80s rock song. Absolutely. But you add the guitar in and then you have a Guilty Gear song, and that's the difference. It's these little flares and these little eccentricities that just make it and make it fit in with the rest of the soundtrack. There's these little bits of the layers that just put it all together, basically. And what I'm really interested in is why a flag? Why a flag? Because it doesn't look, the person doesn't look particularly like patriotic. It's not like a flag of a country. It's just a blue flag. So I'm quite intrigued. Why a flag? Why a flag? But anyway.
They say it's all about gold and future. I'm not that sure my life yet.
But I don't care, I don't care. Sometimes I don't think so. Yes, I know. That's why I never stop.
They've got this really nice, well, this is again part of that Guilty Gear flair that I was speaking about with the guitar, is you have this lovely jazzy piano, which is playing, you know, through like the jazzier notes, like it's not, you know, just a normal scale, right? Which adds that difference, you know. It makes it like it's playing really kind of like, and this one kind of getting the feeling that even though this is like, you know, a cut your, as I said, cut your teeth rock song, I'm getting the feeling like this is quite a positive character because you've got this really kind of fun guitar over the top of it and really kind of fun piano as well, which we're getting here. Even though like the guitar and everything else and the other music underneath it, the bass and the drums, you know, is kind of giving this kind of fighting, like kind of very physical kind of impression. I feel like it's like this is not a sad song, right? It's not a sad song at all. It's quite a positive song. It's quite a feel-good song. And I feel like that must be reflective of how, you know, the attitude and of how the character is. I was going to say, yes, that's what I was going to say. So, when I was speaking about 80s rock, so you've got that kind of that underneath, that very gritty riff on it. It really reminds me of the dun 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 dun. You know, the Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses, very famous song. That's the kind of thing, because that even actually, if you go away and you listen to that song now, you're going to see so many similarities with the dun 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 dun, and then when it goes into the chorus, it lets the chords ring out so the song can go, so the vocalist can go over the top of it. It's all very, you know, properly honed in techniques from rock bands of, you know, decades ago, like, and it's really really nice to hear, really nice to hear. But anyway,
What will be. The hourglass does not turn upside down on its own. The mind doesn't know. It will work out. Just go with what I feel, yeah. It will work out. Let me feel you, my friend. Still fights once my enemy all feels screwed. I can't explain it, but I hope you get the idea.
and again, it's like that dun 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 dun. It's those hits, just I really like, but that's kind of like it almost feels. How can I describe it? As I say, it's kind of like, because it's music that's fast and it's moving a lot, which represents the character. For some reason, it reminds me of like down, boom, boom, boom kind of music that you would hear in the Power Rangers, which is strange because I haven't watched that since I was a kid. But that's kind of what's the kind of the vibe that I'm getting, kind of like you know, kind of someone who's not necessarily like, just say ding dong hello, ding dong hello, someone who's fighting for good reasons, I suppose. That's kind of what I'm getting. But it's just like, again, it's all really really nice, like the hits to break it up as well, because we've had a lot of, you know, a lot going on, and then to add those hits to then build up the tension, to build up the drama before we get to the guitar solo, which I think is coming up now. So let's talk about again, like it's just like a proper metal solo, starting out nice and like muted and going through the scale, and then kind of having, you know, the harmonies as well with the other guitar, and then the tapping and stuff like that, and the tremolo picking. And it's all just a really really nice, like it's a very short solo in regards to what you might expect from other songs, but it has a lot of, you know, different colors and tones in there, to showcase, you know, a lot of techniques, and I think that's cool because again, like a lot of the songs, and you go back to songs of the 70s and 80s as well, they're not like that. Like they're a lot of them, you know, they just kind of play pentatonic scale, and you can make you can get by doing that, but it's quite more, it's fun as a listener to hear all these other tones and other notes that could easily, you know, just not be played.
No cool, come on.
And again, you've got the, you know, this really raw vocal now because we're kind of building up to this crescendo, and underneath you had this kind of sweet tremolo picking through the arpeggio, and then this really nice high bends up in there because it's kind of building us up, and it's giving us that real, like, this is like the feel good ending of a film. You know, this is the kind of music that you would have, you know. And also the positivity of saying, like, it will work out, you know, like, it's going to be okay, it will work out. This is a kind of very much a positive person, Sin, because, yeah. Again, with the arpeggio, it's just really, really crazy guitar. Big nice bends to just finish it off, and then a little bit of motif at the end just to ground us down. I mean, that was really, really nice. Again, I think, you know, just because a song doesn't have, you know, a crazy opera break, or, you know, a jazz fusion breakdown, as I said at the start of the video, doesn't mean there isn't a lot there to like. It doesn't mean there isn't a lot there that sets the song apart. There absolutely is. And it's another song that I really, really enjoyed. So why don't you let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. And also in the comments below, let me know what other songs you'd like to see here on the channel, and we can make sure we react to those. Please follow my stream, as I said before, on Twitch. The link is in the description. But again, having said, oh, and if you enjoyed the video, please do like it and subscribe to the channel as well. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.